Hello friends, my name is Dr. Jyoti Prakash, Assistant Professor, Department of Management, School of Management Sciences, Lucknow. Now today's topic of discussion is complaint handling in services. Instead of delivering excellent or good services to the customers, sometimes it may happen that customers are dissatisfied or they are having certain complaints and grievances in context of the delivered services. So, as a service provider you must be taking care of this particular aspect so that you are able to manage your customer base and you are able to satisfy your customer somehow. So, without a delay just start today's topic of discussion, that is customer complaint handling. So, what do you mean by complaint? So, firstly we should understand complaint is all about an expression of dissatisfaction made to an organization related to its product or services. Means if any organization is offering any type of product or services, the customer is using, and after usage he or she became dissatisfied. So, obviously there is a state of what dissatisfaction, and dissatisfaction somehow resultant one of the expression that will be shown by the customer, that is all about complaint. So, the next question is, why do customer complain? Obviously there must be certain reasons and there must be certain evidences or causes so that customer complain to the service provider. What are those? The first one is their expectations have not been met. Means as I told earlier that when a customer comes to service provider with certain expectations, with certain requirement or need, so those expectations must be met out with the performance of the service provider, and if their expectations are not met up, means their expectation is not match up with the performance of the service provider. So, in this state the customer become dissatisfied and they are having complaint regarding not performance or not delivery of not good delivery of the services to the customer. So, sometimes they complain against the services to the service provider. The second one is emotional release from frustration. Obviously if a customer become dissatisfied, the dissatisfaction somehow resulted in a type of expression that is all about frustration, and when a customer become frustrated, he or she basically complain their dissatisfaction or his or her dissatisfaction to the service provider, that whatever they have made promises to them, they are not up to the mark or they have not meet up the expectation of the customer. Sometimes customer complain in order to get compensation, whatever the money or whatever the cost they have incurred in availing the service, if that expectation has have not been met out. So, customer expect certain sort of compensation in case of the loss, in case of not meeting up the expectation or not meeting up the fulfilling the need that they have. The next one, to help improve the service, sometimes they complain to the service provider regarding some negative aspect or negative performances of them. So, by doing so they are also the complaining customers are also giving feedback about the performance of the services to the service provider, and in this way the service provider just get the feedback and try to just try to improve the service, so that in coming time or in next time the customer will not have any complaint, and they are able to create customer base and they are able to satisfy the customer. Sometimes customer complain in order to facilitate the needs of others. Means if a customer become dissatisfied after the experiencing of the services of a service provider, then he or she wants to spread the negative word of mouth or negativity, or we can say that in the form of suggestion they can give to other customers that they do not use or they do not go to that service provider. If they use or experience that level of service, they will also be in the same state as that customer was in. So, they want to recommend, the complaining customer want to suggest to some other customers about the service provider who has not met up the expectation of the customers. So, these are the reasons for what a customer basically complain to the service provider. Sometimes some customers basically complain but some of the customers are dissatisfied, are having grievances regarding the performance of the service provider, but they do not want to complain to the service provider. Why it is so? There are also certain reason behind it, behind the behavior of the customer by not doing any type of complaint to the service provider. What are those? Like they think that it is the wastages of their time and effort. Why I should waste my time and effort in complaining? They will not improve, or they will not even listen to me what I am trying to say, or what I whatever the state of mind, they will not able to understand that. So sometimes customer understand that complaining or filing a complaint or doing a complaining or showing a complaining behavior to a service provider is all about wastages of the time and efforts of theirs. The second one is they also think that no one would be concerned about the problem that they have, because they think that if they go they spare some time and go to the service provider for giving feedback about the non-performance of the service provider, it may happen that no one or no any representative, no any employee of that service firm is able to is not entertaining them. So in that state, by thinking so, the customer basically leave this particular situation. Why should I complain? If I have a problem, I can show some different behavior, either I can switch, I can repeat, it may happen, or it depends on the customer choice what they want to do. The next one is they do not want where to go or what to do. Sometimes customer do not have any information about the exact place or the exact person to whom or to where they can go or to contact, so that their problem can be resolved, or their grievances can be taken care of by the service firm properly. So these are some of the reasons for what the customers do not complain sometimes, even in the state of dissatisfaction, they do not want to complain to the service provider. So what are the types of complaints that the customer have regarding the non-performance of the service provider? Like the wrong information. The representative or the employees of the service firm are unable to give the exact information or resolve the queries of the customer in the right way. So in this state, the customer become dissatisfied, having a complaining behavior. Poor customer service attitude. Suppose if you are going, if a customer goes to a service provider, goes to a hotel, and at the reception desk the representatives are not taking any interest in listening what are their requirement, what is the requirement of that customer. So in that state, a customer become dissatisfied and just be in a state of complaining or dissatisfaction. So it is also one of the type of the complaint that the customer has. Overpricing means sometimes service providers basically take the type of pricing or charge the price type of pricing of their services. The customer perceive it differently, or the customer perceive it that they are charging too much price from us. So it is also one of the complaint that the customer has. Lack of adequate information. Suppose you are going to a service firm and they are unable to give you exact information, the proper information about the services. Suppose a student is going to take admission in MBA program, and he or she basically wants to complete information about the placement scenario, about the personality development classes, about the course curriculum, about the subjects, about the infrastructure, the everything he or she wants to obtain from the representative of that particular college. But the person involved in the process of admission, or the person who is going to interact with that student, unable to provide the adequate information. So in this case, or in this situation, the customer or that student become dissatisfied and having a complaining behavior, that the person, the service provider has basically for us, for giving information, they are not acting properly, or they are not having in fact adequate information about the services in which that service firm is dealing in. So in this state, the customer is also having in this form, the customer is also having some sort of complaint. Delays. Suppose if you are going to a hotel restaurant for having dinner and ordered a meal, you have been waiting for a long time, but your meal has not received by you at the proper time. So you be in the state of what dissatisfaction because of the factor like they are delaying in providing the services. So somehow in this particular state you will be in a situation of a complaining behavior. And unresponsiveness of service provider, like in the earlier classes I have explained about the important dimension of responsiveness. Responsiveness refers to how quick you are as a service provider, how quick you are in resolving the queries or answering the question of the customer. So if you are unresponsive towards the queries of the customer, somehow the customer will be in a state of dissatisfaction and they will have they will have certain type of complaint towards your service firm or your service organization. So if customers are having complaint or customer are complaining towards your services, do not take it in another ways. You just take it or consider it as a gift. Why you should consider complaints as a gift? So these are the reasons. The first one is complaints are gift packages waiting to be opened because they are given freely. Obviously the feedback of your performance is received by you as a service provider at free of cost, because you are not going to conduct any research or any survey activity, and by doing so you are able to receive or generate information about the services, about the performance of your service. Customers are basically free, and if customers are dissatisfied, they are free to give their suggestion or their feedback about your service performances. So sometimes complaint refers or complaints represents themselves as a free gift for you given by the customers, are not solicited by the recipient organization. Simply because you are not inviting, you are not going to conduct any activity, you are not going to hire any person who will collect the information. They are unanimously, they are willingly basically coming to yourself so that you just know about the performance of your services. Are unexpected because you are not expecting that whatever the services that you are going to deliver to the customer that is not good or that is not meeting out the expectation of the customer. So if complaints are coming to you, so it is basically unexpected, and you they come as a surprise moment or surprise thing for you. So you act promptly in order to resolve the complaints that those are coming to you freely, in fact, or free of cost. Hold the key to happiness for the simply complaints are the things on which you will, if you are working promptly, if you are working properly, so somehow you are able to satisfy your customer, and it becomes a key of happiness for you, in fact. And if they are well handled, they become the gift, because complaints are coming to you and you are receiving the complaints from the customers, and if you are handling those complaints very properly or with proper care, so obviously they proved like gift for you, because after providing the services you are also getting feedback and the problematic area on which you have to work on, and because you are able to identify, you just work on that, and you obviously you feel that whatever the complaint you have received, those are proved like what a gift for you. So sometimes complaints can be considered as a gift if they can be handled properly, and it can be handled with so much of care. So by doing so you are able to satisfy your customer base, or you are able to satisfy your customer. Free direct communication, because communication is coming from the customer is one person who is basically giving the feedback of the performance, about the failures, and also they are giving information about the competitors. Like हम कभी कभी ऐसा बोलते हैं कि अरे वो कंपनी हमें ऐसे दे रही है, हमें वहाँ इस तरीके की सर्विसेज मिल रही है, तो साइमल्टेनियसली दे आर गिविंग देयर फीडबैक, एंड दे आर ऑल्सो गिविंग फीडबैक अबाउट और गिविंग information about the competitors strategy, what our competitors are doing in terms of their service offerings, the service delivery and the service process. So it is basically complaints are like a free communication given by or originated by the customer in context of in terms of service failures as well as the competitors offering. And you are also not paying any type of cost for doing so. You are not paying any single penny to customer for doing so. So, it is a basically free communication, and it is a ready-made material, or it is basically a ready-made fact for you about the performance of your service that you are receiving from the customer. Next, a complaint gives the provider the opportunity to, means if you are being a service provider, you are receiving complaints from the customer, it is also an opportunity for you that you have to just work on that. You just improve the problematic area that you are finding by the complaint of the customers. You work on that, you just improve it and try to win the trust of the customer again. So, what can be the opportunities? Like the increased customer trust, complaints happens, you just work on that, you are able to win the trust of the customer, and by doing so you are also able to build up long term relationship with the customers, because you are winning trust of the customer. So, obviously they will go, or they will be associated for a longer time period with your service firm. And customer again and again, that customer will again and again use your services, and also he or she will recommend your service to other customers, so that you can also increase your market share and your objective as well, that is to profit maximization, because these customers are helping you out in adding more and more customer base, more segment to your service organization. So, somehow you are able to increase the ratio of your profit that was less earlier. Rectify service, it is an opportunity to rectify, to improve the problematic area of your service process. Suppose you have developed a process for delivering the service and there is a failure, there is a shortfall, you find after hearing the complaint or after getting the complaint of a customer, you just identify the problematic area or the problematic zone of your service process. So, you just rectify, just correct them. So that in coming time these type of complaints will never be received by the customer, and by doing so you are also engaging your customer as advocate, because if you are able to win the trust of your customers, they will behave like advocate, means they will spread the good things about your service organization, they will recommend, they will suggest to some other person. So, by doing so, if you are working properly on the complaint received by the customer, you are also engaging your customer, you are also making your customer advocate who will work on behalf of you, in fulfilling the objective that you are carrying. The customers need, basically when they complain, it means when customer complain, what are their needs? So, their needs are basically two types, needs relating to the complaint and needs as individual. So, discuss one by one. Needs relating to the complaint means what is the need of a customer while doing a complaint to the service provider. Whatever the complaint they have done with the service provider, that complaint must be dealt with fair, and it should be dealt quickly and properly with a proper care, and to be given what they have been denied, and perhaps an apology, means if a customer is complaining, firstly a customer is expecting that the employees or the service firm basically apologize for the behavior that they have not met up the expectation of the customers that they have while coming to the service organization, and they should also know about the action that should be taken in order to rectify that particular problem or that particular complaint that the customer has raised on, and or the resultant process, or what can be the change or what can be the outcome, that should also known be the by that individual customer. Needs as individuals, individual means the human being. If I am complaining, I have some complaint and I am doing with it the concerned person with the service firm. So, what is the need of the customer as an individual? The first one is to be heard, means there should be someone from the service organization who is ready to heard whatever customers are saying. To be understood means whatever the complaint that the customer occurs or customer incurs while using or experiencing the services, if their expectations are not met up or match up with the performance of the service firm. So, that failure or that problem must be understood by the service organization or the employees or the representative of the service firm to be respected. Suppose if a customer is complaining about the non-performance of your service firm, so you should not deny, you should respect, you should welcome their complaint, or you should treat them well, so that customer just hold a positive picture or a positive perception about the performance or about the employees, about the image of the service firm. So, these are basically the needs of the customers while complaining. Now, next is to how to handle customer complaints. Means obviously, if you will do, certain problems will arise. So, if any complaints or any negative thing arises, so how you being a service organization or being a service manager, how you will handle. So, you should know the strategies, or you should know the things that should be adopted by you while handling customer complaints. Like marketer reacts to customer complaint in different ways. Suppose complaints received by the marketer, sometimes they reacted or they just show different behaviors towards that, like they sometimes they ignore complaints, sometimes they become defensive, sometimes they become angry or annoyed, and they do so because of the concern about the loss of trade or to damage their professional reputation or image. Sometimes because complaints are considered as a negative consequence or negative outcome of the overall process of the service. So, marketers sometimes ignore these type of complaints, become defensive. No, we have not delivered, I have not delivered, our service firm is not like that, we are very much efficient, or our employees are very much efficient in delivering the service. Problem may occur at your end, not our end. So, if sometimes complaints occurs. So, some marketers do basically these type of things because of the perception, like if they accept the complaints from the customer, it will hammer or it will basically damage the reputation and image of the firm. And some for complaints are considered basically for some other firms like a hindrance, means like a problem. They just wish the customer would go away, they just do not want to accept, they just wish that the customers, the complaining customer just go out from the service organization, so that they do not spread the positive negative word of mouth to other customers, and they do not believe some of what customer is complaining about. Means the things or the problems that the customer have, they do not believe that yes, we have delivered in a right way. How is it, how it can be happen that we have not performed as per the expectation or not appropriate. So, some marketers or some firms basically do these things in fact. So, if customer complaint you receive as a service firm, so you how you handle, by listening, by repeating, by doing apologize for your non-efficiency of work, acknowledge the problem of the customers, explain actions, means the steps that you have adopted in order to compensate the losses or the damages. Thank you for giving, thank you for having some patience. Thanks, you just thank to customer for having or holding some patience, because they are just complaining, or they are just devoting their time and efforts in listening or in giving feedback about the service firm. You just follow up that your problem have been resolved or not. Basically many service firms are doing this particular strategy. And remember not to take it personally, because it happens that due to some human error or some technological error, sometimes it may happen that some problems may occur. So, you just do not take it personally, remain calm, focus on the problem, not the person. Means you should not have any grievances or grudges to the concerned person, or to the person who is standing in front of you. You just focus on the problem that they are portraying or that they are representing in front of you. Means person does not matter for you, should not matter for you. You should just focus on the problem that they are representing in front of you. turn unhappy people into happy customer. Obviously your work should be like that. Okay, if the customer is coming to you with unhappy face, so your strategy should be like that: make them happy, make them comfortable, make them happy. So somehow it will help you out in making or creating the customer base as well as earning profit. These are the strategies for handling customer complaint. Like, all communication should be in the first person, like use I am sorry, not we. Don't make excuses or blame others in the service organization. No, it is not my fault, it is the overall policy formulated by the organization. Give the customer full attention and establish eye contact. Perhaps their complaint in own words to determine whether the problem have been correctly understood or not. If employee do not know the answer to their problem, do not lie. Just hold on, wait for some time. I just contact to my senior and then convey to the corrective action or convey to the exact problem that may happen. So call back, and when you say you will, even if for some reason you may have not able to obtain a satisfactory answer by then, make the customer part of the solution, because you just give, oh, okay sir, kindly give your suggestion, I just implement it. Be composed at all the time, do not take criticism personally, offer an apology even if the service is not the company's fault. Show empathy by using such phrases: I can understand how you feel, I appreciate what you are saying. Tell them what you can do, not what you cannot do. Find out, so whatever the thing, it should be clearly communicated to the customer, so that the customer just understand that the problem will be solved or not by the service firm. Find out what it can be turn the dissatisfaction customer to satisfied customer. If they agree to that solution, act quickly before they change their mind. Just follow up the customer that they have been their problem may have been solved or not. And remember, you can never win an argument with the customer, so always respect their complaint, their statement, and accordingly act upon that. So, step 4, handling complaints, like acknowledges. Firstly, you should acknowledge receipt of the complaint. Then that complaint must be accurately recorded into certain software or certain registers, so that accordingly that can be followed up by the service firm. Attach time frame for the resolution of the complaint. It means you should just give a particular time duration to the customer, so that a customer just get an understanding that within or at what period that problem can be or my problem can be resolved. And customer must be informed about any delays. If any delays happen in at your end, so that delay should also be communicated to the customer, so that the customer understand when the time period will come, that the problem will be solved. Make staff aware about the handling complaint handling procedure. Your employee should also be communicated about the handling complaint handling procedures, so that if a customer comes to them, they are also able to explain the process that will be followed by them in order to handle the handle the complaint if the customer are coming. And next one, inform customers of complaint handling procedures. You should also communicate the procedure that you have adopted for handling out the customer complaint about that they have filed to you. So these are the references. If you want to get more information about the customer complaint handling in services, so just go through, and that's all in this particular lecture. Thank you.